Hello, my name is George Lugo, and in this video I'd like to speak about the health benefits of vitamin C Part 2. Now before going into my talk, I'd like to make two announcements, and that is, the first being that before you make any changes to your health, diet, exercise, or supplementation routines, that you discuss those changes with your physician or healthcare professional. Number two is that my health blogs and my YouTube videos, like this one, can be found on my smartphone app, Healthy LC. That's one word, HEALTHYLC, and it is a free download and will always be free. Now, to recap on my health benefits of vitamin C Part 1, where I talked about vitamin C being a strong or powerful immune system booster, which means that you're less likely to get ill with the flu, cold, and it's even been touted that it will help relieve, or extra vitamin C will help relieve the symptoms of asthma. Now when it comes to the symptoms of asthma, I have a much better solution, which I will talk about in a future video, and it has to do with protein intake. Now the other point that I made in my health benefits of vitamin C Part 1 is that vitamin C is also an antioxidant, a powerful antioxidant, and that means that it helps to slow down the aging process. And it is this antioxidant feature that I am going to focus on in this video, or give you more details on, because I was diagnosed in 2013 with prostate cancer, and I took extra vitamin C immediately after that diagnosis, and my PSA number went down, and my subsequent biopsies, prostate biopsies, showed no cancer whatsoever. But it all began for me in 1964 when I read the article in Life magazine, which is no longer in circulation, hasn't been for many, many, many years. But the article that I read was titled "The Free Radical Theory of Aging." And in that theory, or in that paper, the focus was on vitamin C, vitamin E, and the mineral selenium as antioxidants that help to stop oxidative damage to the body's cells. When you have oxidative damage to the body's cells, cells are damaged and they die off, so that you have, since regeneration of the body's cells is more or less a constant, then that means that oxidative damage can cause more cells to die off versus the cells that you are producing. This is referred to as accelerated aging. Now, the reason why the vitamin C, E, and the mineral selenium in this case actually slow down aging is because they neutralize the oxidants, the free radicals that damage the cells. So there is no damage, in which case you have more cells being regenerated than fewer cells being damaged or destroyed, and therefore you have anti-aging. And I think I can attest to the fact that it has worked for me, for I have been taking extra vitamin C for 54 years now. And at the age of 70, I can tell you that I believe, from what people tell me, it's working for me. But a little more on vitamin C. When I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, I actually began taking, I was actually taking 1,000 milligrams of C a day. But at that point, I realized 1,000 milligrams of C was not enough. And by the way, prior to that, up until the age of 50, I was taking 500 milligrams of vitamin C a day. So at the age of 50, I started taking 1,000 milligrams a day. And when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2013, I increased my vitamin C intake to 4,000 milligrams a day. And as I said previously, my PSA number started to come down. And when I went for my following 2 biopsies over the next several years, after 2013, my biopsies came back negative, no cancer. So as of today, I am glad to say, through the graces of God and vitamin C, that I am cancer-free. But taking 4,000 vitamin C needs to be explored and explained a little further. I did not take 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C all at once during the day, at the same, 4,000 one time. I actually took 1,500 milligrams of vitamin C for breakfast, with breakfast, 1,500 milligrams of vitamin C with lunch, and 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C with dinner. And again, as I said, it worked for me in killing or stopping my cancer and throwing my cancer into, just getting rid of it, period. So the reason why I took 1,500 milligrams of vitamin C at any one time is because at 2,000 milligrams, my stomach felt uncomfortable. I could not handle more than 2,000 milligrams at one time. So I felt that 1,500 was a very comfortable amount of vitamin C to take at any one time. So I took 1,500, as I said before, with breakfast, 1,500 with lunch, and 1,000 with dinner, and I felt just fine. And it was enough to stop my cancer. And I'd like to mention that Dr. Linus Pauling, who did a lot of research on his own on vitamin C, back in the mid-1970s, reported to Congress that he believed that every adult in the United States, in the U.S., he believed they should be on 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. So, given all this information, I was taking 4,000 milligrams of C a day, but that was an extreme situation to deal with an extreme problem. So now I have backed off of vitamin C. I backed off down to 3,000 milligrams. And at some point in the future, when I'm comfortable knowing that I'm okay, that I'm physically eating right, exercising, and getting enough of all the supplements that I need, that I will probably go down to 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C, according to Dr. Linus Pauling's recommendation to Congress back in the mid-70s, and I will stay at 2,000 given my age. But another thing that I need to mention about vitamin C is that you can increase your vitamin C as quickly as you want, and it's just a matter of the body getting used to absorbing the vitamin C. In other words, it will flush out. It will eliminate in the urine the vitamin C that it doesn't use. And eventually it will begin to use the full, let's say, 4,000 or 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C, or 2,000. But going the opposite direction, when you begin to reduce your vitamin C, you must do it slowly. in my case, I went from 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C to 3,500. And then a couple of weeks later, I went down to 3,000. And this did not cause me any problems. As in creating a deficiency in my body. It did not do that. I felt comfortable. I looked in the mirror. My gums were healthy. I just looked good and felt good. So anyway, so that is all I have to say about vitamin C. Vitamin C is since the the free radical theory of aging was published in 1956, if I'm recalling correctly, by Dr. Durham, Dr. Denham Harman, that's his name, and I apologize for having to think about that. It takes sometimes with so much information in my mind about all these health experiments that I've conducted and health information that I've read. Denham Harman. Let's call him Dr. Harman, 1956. And since then, I like to say that the list of antioxidant vitamins and minerals has actually grown, and I have seen some documentaries and writings where doctors have been trying to find fault in Dr. Harman's theory, a free radical theory of aging. But I like to say that I have tested it out over many, many, many years, and it's worked for me. It saved my life because it stopped my prostate cancer, for which I was not about to hand my prostate situation over to my urologist, who was one of the best here in my opinion, here in Williamsburg. But it did save my life, and I did not have to have my prostate removed, so I'm happy about that. I like to go to my final resting place with all my parts in place. Anyway, so in closing, I am not recommending or suggesting that you take a lot of vitamin C unless you discuss it with your physician or healthcare professional, and for your situation it's deemed a good idea. I do want to say that I think you should consider Dr. Linus Pauling's recommendation about the 2,000 milligrams of C. However, if you're taking a good multivitamin tablet, some vitamin E and some B complex, then 500 to 1,000 milligrams of C, depending on your age, can be just fine. But at some point in time, as the body no longer has growth hormones to help it stay young, that you have to compensate by taking additional vitamins and minerals, watch your diet more closely, and exercise on a regular basis, even if it's an easy walk, a 20-minute walk every day or every evening. So with that, I wish you all the best of health, and that you remain cancer-free, free of any of those illnesses that can just reduce the quality of your life. Best health to all of you. Thank you.